Bob Murphy. I guess you'd call me a modeler artist. I like to make railroad buildings for my G-scale train layout once I get it set up. This is a building called Tucson Produce. I modeled it after a picture I saw in an old magazine from probably the 60s or 70s. It's got some details on it that are fun. The watermelons there on the wagon are made out of plastic Easter eggs. The fruits and vegetables were found on a Christmas wreath that we've adapted to make them look like something else. There's just a lot of action going on in this little layout. I've got some figures here doing some labor. And roofing on this one is again the corrugated soda cans that I cut, weather. I'm not so good at the painting, so these are stencils that I've used and modified with spray paint. A lot of it's hand painted, but I spray paint when I can. I think this is one of my favorite pieces. It's got a lot of action going on to it, and kind of a historical piece. We like to model our material from the 1890s, 1900s, things of that era, the Western, Old Western. Sometimes I'll work continuously on them, day after day to get them finished. And sometimes I'll just set it down and walk away for a month on them. Just depends on what else I have going. But there's naturally weathered wood. I'll recycle it from outdoor material that I find, wooden trellises or fence posts or such. But that makes pretty good. Looks like it's been there 100 years. Foam board is what I use mostly for the frame of the building. It's easy to work with and lightweight. And once I've got my frame done, then I cut my siding and glue that on with wood glue. This is the Steamworks Brewing Company. It's one of the bigger buildings I've done, made in basically 3 sections that I put together. The roof is sandpaper made to look like shingles. And this one, the doors are all handmade with different little details on it, handrails. The hinges are made out of they are picture frame tacks to keep the glass in the window. Glazing points is the actual name for them, but they look like pretty good hinges. The building's barrels, those I buy and then paint myself and finish them. Barrels are too hard to make by hand. But the rest of it is just kind of things put together. Suction cup, lighting on this one. Curtains are made out of just cloth. And the signage I'll find someplace. I've got some books, magazines that I'll cut them out of and paste them on. It's called the Big Bang Explosives. One of the, I think maybe 4th, 5th buildings I did. Lights are made out of bottle caps that I indent to give them a little bit of a feature. These are small 12-volt light bulbs that I glue into the bottom of the bottle cap to give it the light bulb effect. The windows on this one have security windows. That's plexiglass window glass, and then I added the screen inside, just a little window screen to give it the security look. Same with the door. You don't want somebody getting into an explosive building too easily. Well, find something that you enjoy doing, and it's a pleasure to do the buildings and complete them and look at them, and having it handmade, and hopefully they'll live on somewhere in a museum perhaps, or somebody's collection and be taken care of.